Fortnite Chapter 6 Galactic Battle is here, and with a new season comes map changes. So in today's video, I'm going to be providing you the top 5 best low-key drop spots for rank. Before we begin the video, let's try to aim for 100 likes on this upload. We're also closing in on 1,000 subscribers, so don't forget to subscribe for more Fortnite uploads. With that being said, let's get right into the video. So for the first drop spot, you're going to want to land at a place called Lovely Lane. Not much has changed over at Lovely Lane, but you still have 4 houses with a decent amount of chests and floor loot. But what makes this place so great is it has a slurp truck here to get shielded right away. They also have additional barrels in this little building right here. And usually cars spawn over here for more mobility. That way you could rotate to the new resistance base, which is right over here. And if you don't want to take a car, obviously you got a launch pad right here. Now, this place could probably be considered a more populated area considering the resistance base is in this location. But in the event that you do get contested, there is a reboot van right here. Now, let's move on to the second drop spot. So for the second drop spot, you're going to want to land at a place called Crimson Lighthouse, which is right over here by Vader Samurai Solitude. Now, the reason why I like this place is because you can disguise yourself as a Samurai Stormtrooper. So once you finish looting here, you could rotate to Vader Samurai Solitude, blending in. But at this location, you have a launch pad, you have floor loot, you have a few chests, and if you rotate down here, you have slurp barrels. If you get contested at this area as well, there's a reboot van all the way in the corner. I think this spot might be one of the most underrated low-key spots because it's so far away from everything on the map. But let's move on to the third drop spot. So the third drop spot you're going to want to land at is a place called Kite's Flight. Now, this place has a decent amount of chests, a decent amount of floor loot, and you also have slurp barrels here as well. But if there's not enough loot here, you're going to be rotating right after to the Great Turtle. So you could buy guns from here. The slurp barrels are in the back. There's floor loot right here, like I said before. You got gold if you need. The chests are around the area. There should be additional barrels in the front over here. And then from here, you could take this launch pad and rotate over to the Great Turtle. You'll find some more floor loot here, couple chests. There's like a lot of launch pads over in this area. More floor loot, another chest. And if you get contested, there's a reboot van. Additional barrels are over here. More chests over there. I'm going to take this launch pad over to the turtles now, where you'll find more chests and more floor loot. Even the gold bars. Now, if you thought the last drop spot area was great, I think this one could potentially be even better. And of course, it's right by Outpost Enclave, as you guys could see. So once you're done looting in this area, you could essentially take the launch pad over to Outpost Enclave and go crazy. So what do you guys think about this spot? This spot might actually be my absolute favorite spot. But either way, let's move on to the fourth drop spot. So for the fourth drop spot, this place is not really named, but it's right by the first order base, and it's very low-key. But I'm going to be showing you exactly what is here. So essentially, once you get here, you're going to have a lot of floor loot. You're going to have slurp barrels here as well, even on the next floor right here. And then at the top, there should be 3 chests, which is pretty solid. If you're playing solos, this would probably be a very, very nice low-key spot for you to land. There's plenty of stuff for you to work with. Maybe even duos you could get away with as well. But for whatever reason, there's not enough loot. You could rotate down here for additional weapons, shield, and all that other type of stuff. You got a chest right here. More floor loot right there. Another chest with more slurp barrels here. Another chest there. And then you could disguise yourself here as well, which is pretty solid. So then from there, obviously people are probably going to hear you zip up. So you could be stealthy if you want, or you could just go in and go crazy. But this will take you all the way to the top of the first order base, where you'll be able to fight Captain Phasma for her medallion. You could still loot on the outskirts if people are fighting in the interior of the first order base. And if you don't want to even land there, you just keep taking the zip lines and get the heck out of there. You know what I mean? There's a launch pad right here, and you just get out. Totally get out. Let's move on to the fifth and final spot now. So for the fifth and final spot, I'm going to be going to the old reliable, which is a place called Placid Patties. Now, Placid Patties has been in every single drop spot video that I have posted. And the reason why I'm choosing it is not only because it's close to the resistance base, but because it is so reliable. You have a slurp truck right here. You have about 15 chests, plenty of floor loot, a reboot van, and not to mention, if you really want to go crazy and take this X-Wing fighter and start blowing people up and shooting them, you could definitely do so. Hey, look at that. This is such an OP spot to go right away to the resistance base and start fighting people. You got floor loot over here. Usually chests will spawn in this pond area. Same with this area here as well. You got more floor loot right there. Another chest with floor loot here. The slurp truck's over here. More floor loot here. Usually you get a decent amount of chests that spawn in these pond areas, all 3 of them. But if you rotate to the house, there's going to be more chests, more floor loot. There's plenty of stuff to work with. And then an additional chest at the bottom right here. That's pretty much going to wrap up this video. I want to hear your guys' feedback. Do you like these spots? Which one's your favorite out of the 5? And if you want me to do an additional 5, drop a comment below and let me know. I definitely have some more low-key spots to give you guys. But with that being said, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.